In this video, I'm going to show you how I do technical analysis for trading stock options and how you can easily replicate the strategy that I use. Alrighty guys, so here we are. We're just going to hop right into it and talk a little bit about the strategies that I use when I'm trading specific stocks, as well as the platforms, different softwares that I use, and just in general things that might help you in your overall journey as well. It looks a little dark, so let me try to point my light, there we go, a little bit at me so you can actually see my face down here in the little circle cam. As you can see, we're on tradingview.com. This is my go-to platform for trading stocks. I think they have one of the best indicator platforms and technical analysis conducting platforms that you can utilize. I think that in my opinion, most of the indicators I use, I only really use 3 indicators in my technical analysis. Now, if you are familiar with the trading world, or if you are, I guess, basically kind of, practiced in this world, you might think that that's a little strange. You might have heard a lot of other people say, well, that's impossible. You need to have a lot more indicators to really predictably and effectively figure out where a stock is going to go as far as its price action is concerned. And from what I've noticed and from the just kind of information that I've gleaned over the last 3 to 4 years of trading, really doing my research and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, I've noticed that really you only really need about 3 indicators. And really, you only really need 2 indicators. The third indicator is almost a little bit too extra as well. And I'm actually showing you these indicators right here. These are literally what I use on a daily basis to trade stocks profitably in the stock market. So first things first, we have the 4 EMA lines, as you can see here: blue, teal, orange, and red. These are indicators of momentum, right? They give us an idea of how much momentum the stock has, whether it is bullish or bearish, right? As you can see right now, this stock is pretty bearish as far as momentum is concerned. How do I know that? How do we know that? As you can see, when the price action dips below this red line right here, and it stays below that red line for a considerable amount of time, we typically will see more movements towards the downside underneath this red line. Now, vice versa, if we can find, and I can find some back-tested kind of parts here, if we do find a move above the blue line, as you can see back here, we can typically see a breakout towards the upside above that blue line, especially if these other EMA lines cross over this blue line. That's when we can see more bullish behavior in this specific stock. And you can find these kind of examples if you really backtest a lot of other stocks and their charts. You can find examples like this all over the place. Now, one of the other things that I really like to utilize to figure out whether or not a stock is about to break out, whether it's towards the upside or the downside, is by utilizing the 2 other indicators that I have done here, which are the RSI and the MACD. RSI is super, super helpful in figuring out whether or not a stock is overbought or oversold. This is probably one of the first indicators you've ever heard about if you're doing any kind of education or any kind of, looking up research, doing any kind of education when trading. The relative strength index is one of the first indicators that you're probably the most familiar with. And it's very simple, right? If it's down below the 30 to 29 to 27 line, that is the oversold area. And if it's above the 60 to 70 level, that means it is overbought, which means, again, usually that you can predict what I like to play, which are reversals. I'm a big fan of playing reversals in most scenarios because reversals are very easy to spot. For instance, right, we can actually go to in a specific reversal that I was actually looking at today, and we're still waiting for it to play out. In my opinion, I believe that this will play out sooner rather than later, and that's with Amazon right here. As you can see, we are super oversold on the RSI. Now, again, keep in mind that because the MACD, at least if we're looking at this chart pattern right here, if you bought an after hours with this huge shoot up right here, if you bought right before this specific portion right here where the RSI is still above the 70 level, and we get down to the MACD, which is our last indicator, where we look at the blue line just shooting down below the orange line, that's when we can see a lot of movement towards a more bearish kind of momentum. And there was a little bit of that for some time in after hours trading and pre-market trading on Amazon. Now, we've opened up today where we're much, much higher, but as you can see, we're starting to go bearish once again because most of this was just too overbought to handle these levels of, just in general, these levels of price action that we're kind of dealing with right here. So as this goes below these MA lines, we're going to get more and more probably bearish momentum into today's trading session. So again, if you guys want to get access to plays like this, I'm literally outlining a play that I took Literally today, it's up, I think, 15 to 20% right now in our Discord. You can join our free Discord with the link down in their description below. Other thing that I want to tell you guys about is that if you guys actually want to join our mentorship, which is beyond our Discord, if you want to learn how to effectively trade stock options consistently, profitably, and most important, efficiently, hit the link down in our description below for Calendly. It's how you can book a call with us and we can talk to one another and figure out how we can best help you with your stock trading journey, with your option trading journey, and you can hop in our one-on-one mentorship where we help you guys try to succeed in that area of things. If that sounds interesting, you can book a call with us with Calendly link down in the description below. Other than that, though, hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any questions. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you guys watching this video.